Life systems failure.
Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical. I hope you can hear me above the wind and my idling truck, but what the hell, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, this video is a very serious video, and I'm gonna try my best to watch my foul mouth, because I understand that most of my viewers here, my subscribers, have already, they're already hip to this stuff, this concept. We talked about it before on other videos. But I want this one to be one that you share with anybody you know, any of your loved ones that take public transportation or may be in an area that is considered a likely target for a terrorist strike. All politics aside on this video, look, we all know that it's just a matter of time before we get another 9/11 type hit. It's going to happen, whether it's this week or next year or 5 years from now. It's going to happen, and a lot of people are going to lose their lives. I want to go over a few things with you that you can do to mitigate your chances of being a victim of one of these strikes. Okay, so I want to focus mostly on public transportation because those are soft targets and very likely to be hit. I feel the wind picking up. I told you I did a video, I don't know, a week ago, and I couldn't even show it. The wind was too harsh, and this phone picked up all the sound of the wind, so hopefully you guys can hear me. But let's assume you're taking the train to work. You're somebody that takes the train or the subway to work every day. And on this particular day, you notice, I'm not going to pull any punches here. The enemy of America happens to be Islam. That's about as political as I'll get on this video. So, like, the most likely terrorist is going to be a Muslim. Let's say you've got a Muslim-looking dude sitting next to you or across from you, and he's got a bag just like everybody else does. But you're getting a weird feeling about this guy. And you happen to notice that this guy is freshly shaven. Now, somebody that's had a beard for any length of time, when they shave, you can see they usually get rough spots. Sometimes there's like a lighter area because the sun hasn't been able to get to it. You can tell when somebody's shaved. Now, Muslims, before they, become, I think it's shaheeds, before they become the celebrated, killers of the non-believers, suicide bombers. One of the things they do, one of the ritualistic things that they do before these suicide attacks is they shave their beards. Sometimes they'll do that to blend in with the population. They also go through a very heavy bathing process. They want their body to be nice and sparkling clean before it gets blown, to smithereens, along with anybody around them. So you got this dude sitting there. You got bad vibes. He looks like he's just recently undergone a major shaving job. I'm just going to tell you, get off on the next stop and wait for the next train. Is that paranoid? Could be. But, paranoia has saved more than a few lives. So, you can take whatever action you want, but I'm just telling you that that's something that you need to look out for. And if you have any instincts, any hair on the neck rising, you need to follow that. Trust me. As a former police officer, I can tell you that that feeling has saved my life countless times. Okay, so let's assume that you're at the train station and you're waiting for your train. Could be some major, it's probably most likely going to be a major city, New York, Penn Station, DC, Philadelphia, Baltimore, whatever. God forbid a bomb goes off. Like the same thing that happened with Madrid. Boom. Smoke, fire, body parts, people screaming. And let's say it happens, 100 yards to your right. I am suggesting, and again, this is just my own thing. This is not endorsed by any legitimate training or government-sponsored courses on how to stay alive. This is just me, Mike, LMS Tactical, telling you what I would do. A bomb has gone off some distance away from you. I suggest that you head toward that location, the location of the blast. Yes, you're going to be stepping over arms, legs, and heads and torsos. And you're going to be going through a crowd of people that are going to be heading the other way, anybody that survived the blast. But my contention and belief is that most suicide bombers, they operate in numbers, just like in Madrid. So when one goes off at location A, you can rest assured there's going to be another one going off soon at location B. And the smart terrorist likes to funnel people toward an exit, and that's where the final bomb is. So if everybody's running toward the exit of the train station, you're going to be the one guy standing over there amongst the rubble and smoke and carnage of the first blast, because it would make no sense at all to detonate 2 bombs in the same location. You guys following me? Let's say you're in a food court, a crowded food court at Penn Station or at DC, Washington, DC. They've got a large food court, and it'd be a great target for some psycho murder monkey. A bomb goes off, people start heading toward the exits. I suggest you leap one of the counters and go into the depths of the kitchen of one of the food places. You know there's no bomb going to go off in that place. They're trying to kill and injure and scare and maim as many people as possible. So you want to get to the least likely spot of the next blast. You don't want to be part of that herd being funneled right where they want you to go, which is where the secondary is going to be. Does that make sense? And of course, if you see something, say something is something that the security people of the U.S. and Homeland Security have been putting on. That's very true. This is what Israel does. They empower their citizens from the time they're little kids, and they've been living with this shit for years and years and years and years. So the little kids are very comfortable because they incorporate it into their cartoons and commercials and whatnot. They're very comfortable to go up to any stranger and say, hey, that guy just set that bag down and he walked away. You need to adopt that same philosophy. This is a crazy world we're living in, and the people that are trying to kill us have no soul at all. These are like murder monkey zombies that are running around, and they want to kill you and your little kids and your grandchildren and your wife and your dog. They don't give a shit about you. So that's pretty much it. I just, when you're thinking in terms of safety in public transportation, trust your instincts, keep your eyes open. Don't be a paranoid person so that you're afraid to go to work. But just, you should be paying attention to your surroundings anyways. Situational awareness is how you stay alive, whether you're, on a hike in the Grand Canyon. You want to know if you hear a noise and you look up and there's a boulder heading toward you, that's called being situationally aware, and you get the hell out of the way. If there's a freaky looking Muslim dude sitting next to you with a bomb in a bag, disguised as a bag, and you see that he's just shaved, or he's reading a Quran, or he's chanting some Islamic shit like death to the infidel, it's time to get the fuck off that train. Sorry about the curse. I said I wouldn't cuss. I'm sorry. It's time to get the hell off that train. Okay? Don't be afraid of looking weird. You just get off, and if you're late to work, you know what? You tell your boss, hey man, I was sitting next to a dude, I thought he was going to detonate, so I jumped off and I took the next train. And if they give you a problem, have them write LMS Tactical a message, and I'll write you a note to give you an excuse to get you out of that trouble. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good Friday. Have a safe weekend, and that's it. LMS Tactical, I'm out. Sometimes starting a fire is the hardest part of the program when you're talking about survival. Other times it becomes rather simple.
Oh my God, my wrist.
Damn near killed my boy, but it's all about surviving.